Hello everyone, welcome back to my channel and welcome back to another episode of Strange Antiquities. I am thrilled to see you here and I hope you guys have been really excited for another Strange Antiquities video. I am picking up immediately where I left off after episode 2. So if you missed that or you missed the first episode, I will of course be linking them in the description so you can feel free to catch up. So as you can see, we're on day 6. So I think in the first video I did like days 1 and 2, and then in the last one I did 3, 4, and 5, and today we're starting day 6. I was thinking about moving this around, I was thinking about putting this down here. It's kind of cool, and then I can kind of like, I don't know, spread them out a bit. I'm trying to find like cool methods, and like some things are, you know, I know what they are, some I don't. So I was thinking like, should I put the things that I know like in the back so that I can see stuff I haven't identified yet? I don't know. Pet the cat, of course. And before we take any clients for the day, we're gonna figure this clue out. Up the stairs, left, then left again. Second on the right is where I spend each night, and I'm pretty sure this is referring to the castle, because the last one I got confused about, it was also about the castle. Okay, so up the stairs, so that's here. Left, then left again? What? That doesn't make sense. But then there's many different kinds of stairs. There's all of these spiral staircases everywhere. Up the stairs, which goes Oh wait. Is there another floor? No, because this goes to this. Okay, I thought that this was indicating that there was a second floor. I was on a third floor, because I would call this the first floor and I'd call this the second floor, but they can say ground floor and first floor. It's a little confusing. The tower is the second floor, I suppose. So yeah, taking a left would be in this room. And then left again. And then I don't know what second on the right means. Should I go in that room? That I should not have come here. Oh, going to a place that you don't have a thing for lowers it. That is bad. Well, now I'm confused. Should I have gone up like these stairs, you reckon? Up the stairs, left, then left again. Second on the right, which would be this room, I think. Let's try this one. Oh, thank goodness. Okay, so it's a different set of stairs. The bedroom looks like it hasn't been used for some time. A thin layer of dust coats the furnishings, and cobwebs decorate every corner. Pulling back the thin curtains let some light in, but more importantly, they reveal a macabre item that has been hiding on the windowsill all this time. Ooh, that is creepy. I don't like the 2 fingers. I do remember there being like a basilisk thing. I think I'm gonna put you by the hand. Well, I'll put you over here, I guess, because the hand section is running out. Okay, I'm probably gonna turn the music down a little bit now that we're getting started. This is very creepy. Are they real severed fingers? Surely not. With a gold snake band. Actually, I have a bracelet or a ring that's very similar. So it doesn't smell bad. It makes me feel uneasy. I don't like it. It makes me feel uneasy, and it's not even real. So, okay. Actually, I was curious. I wanted to look up that symbol. What does that symbol mean? I always am looking up symbols. I just love looking at them. I love figuring out what the different things mean. Potassium. Great. I don't know. I don't understand. What does potassium have to do with anything? Okay. Let's get started for real. Fingers crossed we don't mess anything else up. Helena Appleton. She's got really modern looking glasses. I can never get any peace in my house. When am I to find time to do my writing? I've tried beeswax, but that makes my ears sore. And besides, I can still hear the shouting and banging at all hours. I heard you might be able to help me. Okay, so something that can... St. John's Anvil. Something that like muffles sound. St. John's Anvil. These items have much in common with the St. John's poppy plant. Effect that's reflected in their designs. They have quite different uses, however. Whereas the plant helps to overcome deafness, an anvil will dampen sound. Yeah, I remember the St. John's poppy made like magnified sound, right? They can even be tuned to filter out certain noises but allow others to be heard still. So we're looking for something that has a poppy look / design. Is this I mean, it's got a floral sort of pattern, but I don't think that's right. Oh, and when are we going to get this key? I'm really concerned that I'm not like doing enough with that, to be honest. And the fact that it's reflected in their designs. It must be this then. This looks like the poppy, looks like the poppy leaf. There's nothing to remark. Nothing to remark. But I don't see anything else that has any sort of look. Okay. I believe this is the St. John's Anvil. Oh my gosh, it wasn't. And now we're in a bit of a bind. This is a terrible start to this video. A terrible start. A terrible start. This one I was pretty sure was the shadow hold, right? It is a shadow hold. Oh my gosh. I thought that maybe scent and sound, it would have an effect. But a lot of these I'm hearing nothing to remark, nothing to remark, nothing to remark. I mean, this is just... Every sound has become both louder and clearer. That is the opposite of what we're looking for, right? The anvil dampens sound. Yeah, that's the opposite. Can I just keep... I actually can give you... Wait, the plants are actually a thing? I actually would... I think it would be funny to try giving her the plant, but we've already messed up twice today, and I cannot afford to be doing goofy things just to be silly. So, not doing that. It was... I was expecting to smell more. Okay, that's about smell. I need something about sound. Nothing to remark, nothing to remark, nothing to remark, nothing to remark, guys. I don't know what it is now. I have nothing to remark. Well, what on earth is it? Gonna listen to every single one of these things. Sounds are muffled in its presence. You know what? Fair enough, those are leaves. Fair enough. Well, don't I feel a bit silly? So the clue is there, is that the one that also had the leaf design. It didn't muffle any sounds. So that is the St. John's Anvil. St. John's Anvil. It's pretty neutral. I'd say bordering on good. So we'll leave it there. Well, oh my gosh. It's the beginning of the day. This is really not a good start. Barton Potter. You must be the thaumaturge's apprentice. I bet he's a hard man to work under. He's helped me out more than once in the past, though. And speaking of the past, my eye has been aching again lately. That can't be a good sign. I'd be willing to make a fair trade for an Elvis stone, if you have one. An Elvis stone? I don't think we've ever read anything about that. Elvis stones can be used to relieve the discomfort caused by otherwise incurable ailments, such as praxis or burning blood. I don't know what they are. The planetary metal used in these items is associated with the Selenic discipline, a connection that's also reflected in their design. Let's take a look at the symbology for the Selenic. Of the moon. So we've got triangle, 3 circles, one around, well, they all have one around, small and then large. Anything have that sort of symbol on it? No. I feel like it's going to be made of stone, though. Like, to me, this is a Selenic stone. Silver. Is there anything about this? Is just about gemstones? Moonstone is a Selenic stone. The planetary metal is associated with it. So there's nothing quite about planetary metals, right? Okay, anyway, I don't see anything that has that particular design, but I'm thinking that it's this one, because it has a moonstone. Pinkish gemstone, bronze, and stone. It's warm, cool, and smooth. Nothing to remark. Nothing to remark. Oh gosh, but if I mess up, I am in a very, very dangerous position. Wait, what is praxis and burning blood? It doesn't really tell me anything, guys. Okay. I'm going to go with this one. I feel like it could be this one or it could be this one. I'm going to take a guess. Oh god. Not doing so good, guys. Not doing so good. I don't know what happens when you hit this point. This is the symbol for insanity. I know that. Is it this one then? Is it this one? I looked and I found the symbol for Selenic, and I don't see that symbol anywhere. So I'm deeply confused. Just really off to a bad start. I thought it would be made of stone. Maybe that was foolish. Nothing over here feels like it could be. Most of these things are classified, to be fair. Like most of them. The only ones that are is this guy. And I don't think it's this. This is very little going off of it, and nothing says Selenic. this thing is definitely something to do with sound, and that's not it. This isn't it. And I kind of doubt this is it. It seems to have something to do with the weather. This doesn't really seem to have anything to do either, so I think it's got to be over here, and I think it's either this or it could somehow be this. Except there's nothing to really go off of here. There was nothing about planetary metals. The planetary metal used in these items is associated with the Selenic discipline, which is reflected in their design. So I thought that would be a moonstone, because the moonstone is a Selenic gemstone. Silly me. But how do I know what metals? Because, like, is silver associated with the moon? This certainly has a lot of, as an ethereal quality to it. And this has nothing. Then I'm gonna go with this. It's probably gonna be wrong. Oh, thank God. Crescent moons, yeah. Well, how do I know that silver's associated with the moon? Pretend I'm dumb, guys. So he traded me this. Nice. Well, that was rough. So this is the Elva stone. Elva stone. I'm gonna mark it as good. Seems like a good. It like relieves discomfort. That says good to me. Okay, I cannot mess up again. Jupiter, please help me. Oh, Verona's back. I've been doing some reading. See what you make of this. Was she gonna give me a book or something? Oh no, it's just like a content. That fisherman they found yesterday had been up at Wide Beck, so I'm gonna see if I can find anything out there. Here I go again, sticking my nose into trouble because I don't seem to be able to listen to that part of me that says, go put the kettle on and let someone else deal with it for a change. Yeah, that's why Verona's like my favorite character. It's bloody-minded arrogance to follow that thought up with, but there isn't anyone else. But here we are, and here I am. They do it all wrong anyway. Where did you say she was going to go? Somewhere on here? Heathwood? Is that what she said? I can actually check our previous conversations. She said, oh no, had been up at Wyatt Beck. What is that? I don't see anything that says Wyatt Beck. Wyatt Beck. No, nothing says that. Here's what I really want to know is what happens if I go in the master bedroom or the tower. He told me not to go in. Of course, I'm not going to risk it. Not when I'm down here. No, not going to risk that at all. But I am curious. I really hope the day ends soon because I need a reset. Please let you be the last customer. Hi, Francis. I've been wearing a pendant that I found in the library, and it does something to me. It gives me an appetite for reading that I cannot control. I was lost in the library for 3 days without eating or sleeping before I managed to take the pendant off and escape. It is rather pretty, though. Someone told me I need a Cossack purifier, and that this is the place to get one. Are you gonna give me... Maybe she'll give it to me in return, you know? A small topaz gemstone known as the Eye is placed in a strong-smelling liquid, usually some potent barley spirit or vinegar. Small tokens, such as rings or amulets perhaps, submerged in the liquid and left for a full cycle of the moon, are cleansed of simple imbued curses or hexes. Of course, there's a limit to the effectiveness of this process. Oh, so she's going to submerge hers in the liquid. Small topaz gemstone. Well, see, this seems to be a liquid. It's a pinkish gemstone. It's a small topaz gemstone. Topaz looks like this, pale yellow. Pale yellow. I don't see anything with topaz in it. I mean, this is liquid. It has a strong odor and it shakes. When I shake it, it rattles. So this could be it, could it not? It has a strong odor. And it shakes, which indicates that there's something in it, like a gemstone. And it smells potent. Like vinegar is a very strong smell. Maybe I can look up this this symbol. It's like a cross. Vinegar. It literally says vinegar. Okay, I feel very certain that this is it. Thank goodness. Please let this be the last one. The label bears the symbol for vinegar. Closer inspection reveals there's a small object rattling inside. They got you by saying it was topaz. You're thinking, oh, we'll need to see the topaz. But no. Oh, there was like a thing. Oh my gosh, that wasn't even it. That wasn't even it. Given that it's a purifier, I'm gonna make it green. Did they give me like some sort of article, or was it something in my book? What was the entry that I just got? I don't think I remember what it was called. Just go through some that I haven't looked at yet. Hearing charm. This is definitely the hearing charm. I feel completely certain that that is the hearing charm. Completely certain. Where is this thing that I just saw? Oh, it was this. Didn't really. I thought it was going to be like an entry to go somewhere. Okay, pet the cat and let's see who's here. Oh, I think this is the last person to meet. I've been working on something that you might find interesting. Did you know that nobody knows who built Strange Antiquities? It's very old. Perhaps the oldest building in Undermere, according to some accounts. Even Eli doesn't know all of its secrets. I've been decoding a journal that he found. It's a slow work, but I've made a bit of a breakthrough recently. Have you discovered the plinths below the counter? Yeah. I have learned that they can be used to access the shop's hidden depths. And this journal holds some of the keys. Here's something I discovered late last night. See what you make of it. I've been really dying to find out what's up with that. Alcove key, horn shackle, evocant, and then a moon something. The writing is dense and spidery, so it's not always easy to decipher. We have a horn shackle, and we have an evocant. Right? Which one is that? Evocant. Do I not? Evocant. There it is. And then a moon something. What am I doing? No. Moonstone Guardian? They tend to take the form of a comforting guardian. That must be this, right? Because it's a moonstone. But that didn't do anything, did it? horn shackle, efficient, and a moon something. So maybe it's not a moonstone guardian. It might not be a moonstone guardian, but I do suspect that this is a moonstone guardian. I'm gonna put it like that. Seems to be good. I mean, it's literally moonstone, and it says takes the form of a comforting guardian, and she looks nice. She's a nice looking person. I don't think there's any of these that you could say look like a comforting guardian, unless you really like owls, which I do. But this, gotta figure out what goes in that. Because there's some things that kind of, this doesn't fit it, but wait, it's also got like 3 points here and then 1 point over there. Do I have anything that fits that? No, I don't, but I should definitely keep an eye out, right? Oh, that's really intriguing. Really, really intriguing. Gosh, I love this game. Okay. So, I'll put these back. And can I just put that note down there so I don't forget? So as soon as I get like a moon something. Good kitty. Jim Wolf. After years of working in a thundering mill, I'm afraid I'm quite deaf now. He's gonna want to hear it charm. I've tried St. John's poppy, but I'm looking for a more permanent solution. I would love to be able to hear my niece's laughter. Oh, he wants a hearing charm. I bet anything that this is the hearing charm. Even though one mess up is game over for me. I feel so certain. There you go, Jim. I hope that that works really good. Okay, we're going to be keeping out for a moon thing. Alright, and we finished the day. Thank God, I need to end this day like ASAP. At camp that night, one of the pair that had awoken with pain in his left eye. He was alert to the threat at once, recognizing 2 things at the same time. 1, a part of his mind was not his own. And 2, the casket wanted to be opened. This is cool. It made me think of that one guy that has the eye patch. I don't think it's related, but what am I drawing? This is quite complex. It's a woman pointing somewhere. The maiden in the tower points the way. I'm buried among those trees. Okay, so that makes me think we're going to be looking at Undermere. The maiden in the tower. There's definitely like a tower. Is there not? Tower. Galfrey's tower. Anything else? Okay, Galfrey's tower is 22. 22. She points the way. I'm buried among those trees. These trees? Could be these trees. I think it's these. Let's try these trees. There's nothing here. I am straight up doing terribly. Could it be here? But I don't think you can explore here, right? Like, you can't explore any trees. It's just towers. Well, that's awkward. Okay, the maiden in the tower. Is it not Galfrey's tower? I don't know what else it would be. Where else could she be pointing? Here? Whitebeck, that was the name of the... Oh, it's a river, okay. But how can I tell which direction she's pointing to? I'm so confused. The maiden in the tower. What is the eye? Could it must be something else, right? I don't know what else it would be. Can I get a hint? I actually might do a hint. That was terrible and not at all what I wanted. Let's leave this for the end of the day, I suppose. Or I can afford to mess up. That was so bad. I don't know. Okay, so one more person left to meet. This is the librarian. The priest. He's the guy. I think it is him. I think he's the guy from the thing. He's missing an eye. He's literally missing an eye. Okay. Hi again, Verona. I walked up the back a mile or so in the cold and wet yesterday and found a section with a handful of dead fish floating in it. Belly up and blackened they were. I'm not sure what to make of it, but I don't like it. I'm on my way to Calgarth Hall now. I spoke to Dr. Robertson earlier, and she said the two women they found there are still in the same state as the others, in a trance and eyes all black. Before I go, Anna Bryant asked me to drop this off. Okay, what is it? Letter. When we were kids, we used to explore an abandoned house on the lakefront. We'd take a boat out to the northern tip of Naylor Island and row across from there. You know the one I'm talking about. Second from the left in the row of 4. I found myself outside its door 3 days ago, and I went inside for old time's sake. I wish I hadn't. It always had an ominous feel to it. It has taken me the last 3 days to summon the courage to write this letter, but I think it's better you see for yourself what's out there. Yours in faith, Anna Bryant. So we have another traveling puzzle. Okay, I'm going to put this aside. So, the lakefront. So here's Lake Undermere. So here's the lakefront. An abandoned house. We take a boat from the northern tip of Naylor Island and row across from there. Okay, so rowing across, and the house is second from the left in the row of 4. This is the row of 4. Second from the left. Well, I can't really specify, so I'll just click here. I don't know what I was expecting to find, and this letter was quite vague after all, but I certainly wasn't prepared for this. In an alcove of the house, peering out through loose mortar and crumbling brick, is a macabre shrine of sorts. The skull of a stag is mounted above the opening, its antlers smeared of a dark red substance, and large melted candles pool out onto the wooden floor on either side. Ooh. In the center of the altar, there's a small iron chest, rusted and fused to the floor. It's clear that it has been here for a long time. I do not see any hinge or keyhole or any way of opening it, but after a while I notice an inscription that simply says, "I open to the voice." There was a plant in Strange Horticulture, like Lovelace or something like that. Lovelace was something, but it was like used to open, like somehow the leaves could open locks. That's the first thing I thought of. I open to the voice. Do we have anything about a voice? Voice. None of these say anything about a voice, so I suppose I'm just going to go through them. Memory, no. Mental fog, no. That doesn't seem right. Maybe I actually use the index. Maybe there's something about a voice in here. Should I just go all the way to V for voice? Nothing. Okay, going back. I mean, I've already looked at a lot of these. Synesthesia, the guilt and shame. This was the liquid. Oh, fire and flame. That's interesting. That was the levitation one. This was the discomfort. Keep things hidden from prying eyes. That's interesting. The evocant, the coma, the eyes of the forest. No. Pendant dispel melancholy. Pass unrecognized. Amplify sounds. Keep those dear to us close to heart after death. That was the mask. Bring about change in one's life. No, that's not it. Depict the god. Kindle romantic interest. Purport to offer reassurance in times of upheaval and change. Banishment. This one was the unearthly hiss. Keep firm and at bay. Point toward nearby resonant objects. Should probably figure that one out. Link to the inner mind. Meditative state. That's interesting. But it's a plant. Not sure I get that. It's not the Selenic totem. Protects against insanity. Contains a spirit. Charms of protection. Wait, charms of protection. Armor. The ocean. Oh. They change with the weather. Oh, this is really interesting. Quite cold, but warm and tingly to the touch when it's raining. Hold on, I have a thing made out of wood. Should we see if it's warm to the touch? Rough and gnarled. Okay, it was worth a shot. Just thought I would try. I don't think I have anything else made of wood. Get back to it. The sleep vessel, no. Not the spirit eye. Stamp and sound. Carry the warmth and the light of the sun. Enshrouding darkness. Used by the adventurers to help them find their ways. I think that's this. I feel like that's this. I wonder if I could use that. Like on the map. Doesn't seem to be doing anything. Command attention. Spread of disease. Oh. Am I dumb? This has been here the whole time. This has been here the whole time. Did I just not read that? Well, now I feel silly. The chest opens to reveal a golden totem. I can't imagine who would have stashed it here or why, but it doesn't look like they're coming back for it anytime soon. Can't believe. Oh, it's like Bast. I cannot believe it took me so long, you guys. I'm so sorry. Let's put this here. Actually, let's put it by the cat. Yeah. For you, Jupiter. Okay, I feel so silly. Lester Crowley. I apologize if this inquisition is an imposition to your disposition. It's not my intention to bring to your attention a matter of contention. I have an inclination to perform an incantation of flirtation. For your part, a leaden heart of the thalamic art. What's wrong with this guy? I just read about the lead heart. That was the one about, romance. Depict the god Cernussus in his non-human form, heavier than they looked due to the core of lead hidden by a more modest exterior. So Cernussus, he's like the antler guy. Okay, so antlerhead guy, heavier than it seems. In his non-human form, though. So maybe this? Let's see how heavy this is. It's pretty heavy. Right? Because, like, this is 2 pounds, but how much is this? See, this is heavier than it seems. I think it's this. A lead heart. Good luck, bud. You sure like to rhyme. Corvin's Might. That's cool, but it's not about the moon. Really looking for something about the moon. So this was the lead heart. And it's pretty innocent. It's about love and romance, so I'll let that be green. Put the cat. Okay. Angus Eaton. Oh, you're not Eli? I'm returning an item he asked me to repair. The mechanism was mangled, but I've replaced all the springs and given it a clean. Good as new. Oh, thank you. Oh. Hold up. It kinda looks like this. Gold, the black gemstone, smooth, nothing to remark, but does it open? Oh, look at that. Oh my goodness, okay, hold on. Wait, okay. This one, and this one, I think. You guys, I did it. I found a new book. Says the booklet on curses. On curses and their effects, a brief overview by Dr. F. Robertson. See, we've heard some of these. It's like cure burning blood or Braxis. Blackheart, Braxis, Breath of Lyra, Burning Blood, Morgan's Insanity, Noctic Sight, the Sapphire Curse, Tormund's Paralysis. Well, let's put that on my little shelf. My little curse book. And what is this? This is interesting. Some kind of green organic material. Wood. It's hard, thin and delicate. Sounds hollow when tapped. Otherwise, nothing to remark. It's kind of like a rattle, isn't it? Put it over here, I guess. Well, that's interesting. So can I take this out? I guess it stays in there. Okay. And I guess that's that. So we did solve one little mystery, but I still haven't gotten the key to these. And the key is all about this. A moon something. And the only moon thing we have is the Moonstone Guardian. Okay. Next customer. Oh, it's Eli again. It wasn't my intention to leave you unattended for this long, but I'm afraid that I'm going to need to rely on you for a little longer. You just missed that guy, Eli. The Order of the Black Veil seemed more concerned by the ravens than the black-eyed state that Mr. Hungerford was found in. They said it would take a very powerful force indeed to upset them like that. Unfortunately, they either weren't able or weren't willing to talk any further on the subject. I was hoping to avoid it, but I must go to Oxford in the Bodleian Library. I'll be gone for a few days at least, perhaps longer, but you seem to be handling yourself well here. I did not see eye to eye with the head of collections at the Bodleian, but I do know that he takes an interest in horticulture. I will take him a Scythian charm to smooth things over between us. A Scythian charm. I think I'll put this like this. I think that would look nice. There we go. We were just reading about that. Carved out of wood, but the more powerful designs make use of the planetary metals. No two are alike. No two are identical. They are used by horticulturalists to encourage stubborn plants to thrive. They change with the weather, usually quite cold, but warm and tingly to the touch while it is raining. So we're looking for something of maybe wood and metal. I didn't quite look at this cat. I know it's got moonstone. Okay. So this is made out of wood, but it just felt rough and gnarled. It didn't feel warm and tingly. So I don't think it's that. It did say it could be made out of metals as well, though. What about this? We just got this. It doesn't feel warm or anything. Planetary metals. Okay, let's look at the metals then. We're gonna touch everything warm. Warm, okay. What else is warm? Hard and cool? No. Weathered? No. Hard and cool. This is a front runner. No. Warm and vibrating of energy. I bet it's this. It's warm and vibrating of energy, and it has like a leaf motif, so it makes a lot of sense that this would be for horticulturalists. That is correct. That is the Scythian charm. Scythian charm. Okay, bye Eli. Scythian. Seem good to work with plants. Alright. Pet the cat. And let's continue. Francesca Robertson's back. I'm at a loss with these patients. They aren't responding to anything I've tried so far, and I haven't been able to find anything in the literature that fits their symptoms. Oh, time for the curse book. I'm finding that they become violent if they aren't restrained, and they're always trying to leave. If nothing else, Dranthium tea from a restful mether might get a moment of lucidity out of them, but if you've got any ideas, then I'm all ears. Okay, let me take a look at my book of curses. Restful mether and witch's fingers. I'm just kind of curious. I don't know that any of these, I don't know that any of them work. So we're looking for restful mether or witch's finger. So restful mether says it's linked to the inner mind. Hot tea made from the Dranthium plant is drunk from them. So it's like a cup. It's like something you would put the tea in. And this can be used to enter a meditative state and bypass the rush and clutter of consciousness, promoting clarity of thought. Okay, and then the witch's fingers. Gotta go pretty far. Maybe this was The witch's finger, said to be the severed digits of the witch of Undermere. It's gotta be those two fingers. They are capable of inflicting intense pain, but the goal is supposedly purification of the body. A most unpleasant experience, but a last resort that has cured some and finished off others. This is clearly the evil thing, and I will not be doing it. I think this is the witch's fingers. Witch's fingers? Put that as red. And I don't want to do that. So, what would be a cup? This is like a vessel that you could put something in. Otherwise, I don't really see how you would drink out of anything. You know, I'm still confused on if I was supposed to, like, do something with this. Like, does it matter what time it is? And also, does it matter what phase of the moon it is? I'm just so confused over that. None of these look like things you could really drink out of. Right? It's like just this. But it smells like a rotten egg. And it's got a real feather motif, so I don't understand how that would have anything to do with this restful meter. Enter a meditative state. I'm very confused over what this could be. Can't drink from any of these things. Can't drink from this. There's not a lot left that I haven't identified. And I don't even think it would be one of these, not necessarily. Am I supposed to have figured this out? Let's try it again. Maybe it's something in there. If it is something in there, I'm going to be annoyed. Horned shackle and an evocant. So the horned shackle, does it have to be in that order? I don't know that it has to be in that order or not. And then the only moon thing I have is the Moonstone Guardian. The banishment of Hobbs Fear and Noctic Sight. Maybe I can read about that. Hobbs Fear and Noctic Sight. Increasingly vivid nightmares. Yeah. Don't know that did anything. I mean, I swear it was this. But then that doesn't seem to be doing anything, you know? Let's put this up because we've completed that. The other things we haven't done, I'll leave. The only thing in here is this, which I still don't know where this slots in. Don't know that one yet. Yeah, do I move them around? Does it matter? Because if it's not that, I could just try putting in. It just occurred to me, maybe it's the cat. Wait, maybe they do have to be in the right order. Horned shackle. Evocant. Because, like, a cat is a comforting guardian, is it not? And it also has a moonstone in it. Maybe this is the Moonstone Guardian. I'm gonna put a question mark over both. Does it say anything about feeling comforted? It doesn't really say anything. It's warm and smooth and it's gold, and this one is like cold and smooth. Nothing to remark about either though. But I feel like, come on, how is that not it? Horned shackle, evocant, moon something. And then where would the key be? might not be the Moonstone Garment. Hint. Yeah, I know that. I know that. I have a clue. Oh. So I do have to figure this one out first. Okay. So I do need to figure this out to get to the restful meter. It is in there. Oh no, what did I do? The clock's going crazy. Oh. Okay, so if it's not the Moonstone Guardian, and it's something that we definitely have, then my next guess would be probably the Selenic Totem. Oh look, they're commonly known as moon hearts. I bet it's this. Which one is the Selenic? We just did that. I don't remember. Selenic. Selenic Totem. Which one was it? Didn't I just do this? Oh, have I not found this one yet? No, I have. Oh, is it the owl? It's the owl. Oops. Oh, I was about to say that didn't do anything. Oh my god, look. Here's the cups. Here's the cups. Okay, so... Hold on, we've got a bunch of stuff. We've got a bunch of cups. And... Oh, these. Got it. Can I just like shut that in her face? I can't believe it. Okay, where am I gonna put all these cups now? Maybe I should put, okay, since I finished this, let's put you up. Let's put this here, and I'm gonna put these cups down here, and I'll put that somewhere else. Yeah, maybe I'll put it like over there. Okay, so that took me a minute, but you know, we got there. And then these things go down here, and I still don't know. So there's 1, 2, 3, 4 missing, and now I have 3. But I still don't know the order in which they go. So I'm gonna leave those down there. Okay, back to the restful meter. Finally finishing this thing. Right. Well, this kind of looks like this one. It's a sharp aroma. Sharp aroma. Oak. Sharp aroma. I love sharp aroma. Strong odor. Sharp but not entirely unpleasant. Well, I mean, it looks most like that one. I don't know which one it is. I'm gonna give you this one. Wasn't it? That was not it. I'm gonna give you this one. Oh my god. Well, they both resembled the cup in the sketch. Oh, I should have looked up what kind of gem that is. I'm getting lazy, you guys. I'm getting really lazy. Bones Guard. That's cool. So this was Restful Meter. That's what it's called, right? Not just Meter. Yeah. Okay. Pet the cat. Rebecca Rose is back. What did we do for you last time? Oh yeah, we let her paint. I've come to thank you for sharing the wonder of the Aries remnant with me. It has changed my life. I'm still getting to grips with it, but already I'm feeling my way back to painting again. Thank you. Oh, that's really sweet. I'm really glad we could help her. Okay, now that we reached the end of the day, I have to try to figure this out. The maiden in the tower points the way, and it can't be this. There are towers here. But we can't travel to, like, the tree areas. So it has to be this, so that we can, actually go to the somewhere with trees. Okay, fine. Main in the tower points the way. This is the only tower. Galfrey's tower. I am buried among the trees. What trees can we go to? It's like all of these. I feel like the way she points must be relevant. But, so maybe we flip it? If we flip it, then like... I mean, there's trees over here. Oh my god, how was that it? Okay, I don't agree. I find what I'm looking for in a small cavity carved into a sturdy oak tree. I look around half expecting to see someone, but there's nobody there. I take my prize and leave, feeling my mood lifted by the smell of damp moss and the gentle rush of wind through the treetops. Oh. Okay. What do we get in there? Oh, that's interesting looking. That kind of looks like other things that we have. Like, it looks a bit like that. And it looks a bit like, how about it here? It looks a bit like that. I don't know. Okay, let's pet the cat and end the day. Bit of a tough day. He knew what he had to do. Without hesitating, he took hold of his diverging hook and used it to cut away the infected part of his mind before it could spread and consume him entirely. My god, that's dark, and that's a bit of a drastic shift from this. Maybe it's not the same guy then. Maybe it's not the one-eyed guy. I bet this is a tower. It looks like a rook chess piece. Yeah, it does look like a rook. This is going to be at the castle. I am closest to the sunset, but furthest from the sunrise. That must be a tower here. Let's take a look at that. The castle. Right, because it's the same shape. Pretty much the same shape. So it's a tower closest to the sunset. So this is north. So the sun rises in the east and sets in the west, which would make me think it is this tower. So is it at the top of said tower? Must be. What? This doesn't mean anything. What? Oh, I just realized I did it the other way around. Whoops. Closest to the sunset, furthest from the sunrise. Yikes, I did that wrong. Okay, whoops. If I had taken a second to read it just a little bit better. That's gotta be this one then. Duh. The view from the tower is quite beautiful, but it's what I find inside that catches my attention. In the middle of the room is an unlocked wooden chest, and within that, not one, but two smaller wooden chests, along with a cryptic scrap of paper. What is that Oh, that is cryptic. And we found two little boxes. That is very intriguing. I'm very confused though, because I thought that this said alcove key, and then it didn't oh, I guess this is the alcove. I want to unlock this, not only because I want this stuff, but because I want more room. need the space at this point. This is cool, but I didn't mean to put it there. I don't know where to put it, to be honest. Oh, there's actually space down here. Okay, I'll put my 2 new boxes down there. It by a diurnic seal. A object made from silver. This is a ionic field. Okay, well, we're gonna leave that for another day. Put that over there. Yeah, this is talking about thalamic fields in a diurnic field pattern, so it might be kind of relevant. But I bet object made from silver. I bet we're gonna find something. Like, I think this is silver. No, it's iron. Okay, well, we'll probably find something silver. I don't think this is it. It's tin. And maybe we'll figure out what that is talking about. Should be interesting. Could be something in there. Well, I thank you guys very, very much for joining me in yet another Strange Antiquities video. This one flew by, I think, because I did so darn poorly in this one. Truly, quite poorly. I was messing up right and left. I guess it's getting a little tougher, but I like that. I like a challenge. I'm still having the best time with this game. I really love it, everything about it, and I really hope you've been enjoying it as well. So thank you guys so much for joining me. Thank you for the likes and the comments, the lovely messages, the support from my Patreon members, my channel members, and the people who've donated to my baby diaper fund. I love and appreciate you all so much. I hope this video finds you doing well. I hope you have a great rest of your week, everybody. Let me know if you'd like me to continue Strange Antiquities. Tell me in the comments, okay? Ta-ta for now, everybody.